2 and 3, tip down, tip down, tip down. If I can take it out of the air, great. But if I find that I'm chasing trash out here, this is probably going to want to use. So I'm going to be very selective on one ball that I take out of the air. Is there anything wrong with taking a step back? No, there is not. There's so many different ways to do this here. Take a look at the waters. What do the waters do so well? You guys watched the final yesterday?
Yeah.
Damn good fun.
They talk to each other.
But they play 3 feet off the line, right? If you have bigger swings on your counters, you like to hit more push things, you like to speed up off the bounce, where does your core position make sense? To be like 2 or 3 feet off the line, right? Why that makes sense to the waters is because they have big counters. They like to hit push things off the bounce, and Lee likes to pull the trigger and start some firefights, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, so there's not one way. Like, if you like swinging more, being more aggressive off the bounce, I would kind of naturally sag back, right? Talk to me. Question.
In the exercise, you asked us to read the PDF file.
Yeah.
You said do and don't. One of the don't is don't use wrist. But in other cases, I've seen other players like Nagatero, you use wrist.
Yeah. It
that
takes
important?
So her question was in my notes. I said don't use your wrist. It takes a select skill set to be able to control the ball with your wrist.
So it depends. It's not a
I mean, so like, you know, I've been a halfway decent player for the last 7 years, right? Probably 80% of my game is all shoulder based. Okay, 80% of my game is all shoulder based. Shut up, Open Kid. Okay, 80% of my game is all shoulder based. So there's some players that can get away with that stuff, but even though it looks risky, it's more pushing from where. Yeah. Sure. Big body parts don't break down. Small body parts do. Okay. So yeah, even though it looks like you may be doing stuff like this, this is very controlled. This is locked with the shoulder. This is all one main motion. Okay. Hang on real quick. Okay, no more questions. No more. My oh my. Okay, so take a look here. So why would you want to dink up the line? Why? Say you've tried here, that doesn't work, right? And look, if I have a gain over this person, if I can out-dink them or I can beat them head to head, I'm going to keep it where? Right there, baby. Make K-Mac chew on it, right? So the why is if I have a gain, if I can out-dink him, if I can beat him head to head, I'm going to keep it there. Or, you know, I guess if he's picking on my outside foot, and he keeps picking on it, I can give him one of these and say, no, never again. Okay? So the why would be if you have a gain, right? Okay. So starting out, I'm going to try to out-dink Kyle. That's like plan A. Tactically, as I'm dinking up the line here, plan A is just see if I can out-grind him. If that is not the case, let's say he's a better lifter, dinker than I am. Okay, if he can outlift me, I'm going to start hitting some more push things. Does anybody know what a push thing is? Yes, I'm sure you do. Take a look. I'm going to aim a little deeper. Okay, if you don't mind, draw that line for me. Pressurized zone. So there's the pressurized. This is the shallow area. Okay, I'm going to be hitting more pressurized push things. They're going to have more intent. It's going to be more linear. It's going to be a little deeper in the kitchen. It's going to force this man to have to do what?
Back up.
Step back or be indecisive and think, should I take it out of the air? Should I take it off the ground? Usually that comes with what? Comes with a lift, right? So I'm getting more of this linear pushing dink, a little deeper, right? You know that deeper, you're like, should I take it off the bounce? Right? So when you force your opponent to second guess that, you are in full control, okay? So if I tried to outlift Kyle, him, and I am missing games, or he's able to beat me there, I'm going to start hitting more push feeds that maybe force him to lift it up a little bit, and then with that, I can look to speed up again, push, there's my lift, speed up off the bounce, and then get out of here and game at it. But if I try to out-dink him and that's not working, plan B would be turning up the knob a bit more, aiming a little deeper, and see if you can beat him head to head. But do that by hitting a push game, which gives you a lift. Off of that lift, you're thinking bounce, apex, pick your poison. Raise your hand, or I guess, raise your hand in the air if you speed up off the bounce. I would assume most of us probably speed up out of the air, correct? Don't all raise your hand, please. Don't all raise your hand. Tell me, does anybody like to speed up off the bounce around here? Very little. Okay, very little. So, I mean, tactically, this is the mindset. Push dink, which gives you a lift. Off of that lift, you're going to pick a spot that's going to jam them, and then off of that spot, you're going to clean. You're going to start it and then clean it. Kind of see it as a combo. Okay. Technique here. Take a look. Leading with my palm on the forehand. leading with my knuckles on the backhand side, tip down, tip down, tip down. If the ball is a baby, it's like a tip of a baby, or I'm pausing at the point of contact. Take a look here. As I make contact, I'm pausing. As I make contact, I'm pausing. Okay? Take a look here. Take a look at the footwork. So if K-Mac is picking on my right foot here, I can take a step back. After I take a step back, I'm going to get that foot back in position. Step back. But do know that you can give up court position to be more aggressive. I can give up court position to be more aggressive. Take a look here. Instead of me taking balls out of the air in red, I can take a little step back and hit a push stink by letting it sit up where? So, tough to push from down here, easier to push when I've taken a step back. I let it sit up in yellow, and now I can be more aggressive. So you can be more aggressive with a speed up or a push stink by giving yourself some time. Plan A should always be what? Take it out of the air. Plan B is if I find I'm chasing trash, then I can buy myself some time. Okay?
Does that make sense, guys? I mean, really, when you think about offense, the option for offense, it's more than anything out of the air, off the bounce, the height by which you hit the ball. So what Tyson's saying is he can take it out of the air at a lower height. When you see that lofty trajectory by taking a step back, sacrificing a little court position, he's actually going to hit his next shot from a higher position. Now, he doesn't necessarily have to speed it up, but he has the ability to do that higher percentage just because of the height of the ball.
Okay. Last little nugget here. When I'm pushing, I'm expecting that a ball could get popped up. And so with that being said, anytime I push, I'm doing what? I'm pushing and I'm leaning. If K-Mac is lifting, he's doing what? Lift and sag, push and lean. Why would he sag? So take a look here. I'm moving Kyle around, I got up above, moving Kyle around. Okay? So as I get moving him, he doesn't want to just be sitting down on top of the net and be standing there. As I'm moving him, he's going to sag back, buy himself some time. That way he can hurt me. So he's kind of daring him to come through. And I took the bait. Taking the bait. Plain and simple. If you're losing the dink exchange and you think somebody's going to speed up, do what? Sag back and say, go ahead. I double dare you. Okay? If you're in control, lean in, right? If you're in control, lean in. If you're not in control, buy yourself some time. What also is great about taking a step back as you counter? You don't take bait, you don't hit out balls, you can see the ball a little clearer, easier to get out of the way, easier to decipher, should I block, should I punch? Anytime I'm in front of somebody that's been eating me up or that's been taking my lunch money and spending it all around town and they're laughing at me, kind of like what Ben does, I take a step back. I get my ass back. You know what I mean? Okay? Questions? Talk to me, yes, last one.
So in that example you had, or previously, when you were saying you were leaning and it's trash, that's your sign that you need to step back or
Correct.
take it off the bounce?
So there's a split second where and usually it's coming off like a floatier ball.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's like this hybrid drop or hybrid dink that gets down, there's nothing I can do but just lift back. You know what I mean? But yeah, if it's high and floaty and I feel like I have lots of time, then I can take a step back, wait for the apex, push, and then right back up.
One thing that's helpful for me with that idea of chasing trash is I'm cognizant of my elbow. So I'm leaning in because I'm thinking I want to attack this ball, but you don't know exactly where it's going to land as you're coming in. When you feel your elbow, you're getting further and further, and the elbow locks. Usually you lose a lot of control there. So that mentally is what triggers, nope, I'm going to take a step back, see where it bounces, and then I'll choose from there.
Okay, drills are going to be, there's a string tied up to our belly buttons here. We're going to go right foot to right foot first, or zone 4 to zone 4. Let's see if we can make, let's say, 25 to 75 balls in a row here. Okay, or maybe 50. Anyhow, I can go tip down, I can add shape, I can add spin. If I want to add spin, I can only add spin if I have time. Okay, if I don't have time, I'm just lifting. If I don't have time, I'm lifting. Tip down. If I don't have time, I'm lifting. If I have some time, I take a step back. Start rolling. If I have some time, I can roll. You can only use spin if you have time. You can only use spin if you have time. Who likes to roll their forehand dink? Come on, who likes to roll the forehand dink? It's been my bread and butter for the last 7 years. Live and die by the freaking forehand. Okay. Anyhow, so when I'm rolling, real quick, when I'm rolling my forehand dink over to K-Mac's outside foot, I'm touching the back 10% of the ball. It's like I'm giving the ball like a soft tissue massage. I'm touching the back 10%. touch the back 10%. Know that a little bit of spin goes a long way. If I hit the back 25, that's gonna happen. If I just give it a kiss, I give it a little Swedish massage there, then I can get that sucker down. Take that. Okay? So think about touching like the back 10%. 10%, okay? First drill is right foot to right foot, second drill is left to left. Okay, left to left. I can take them out of the air or I can take it off the bounce. If I have time, I can use slice. Same idea. If you are slicing the back end, touch the back 10% at 6 o'clock. Okay? When I'm slicing the back end, if there's a clock on the ball, this is noon, 3, 9, and 6. I'm gonna touch 10% of 6. I'm gonna touch the butt of 6. Sounds kind of crazy. Ready? Again, 10%. 10% of 6. Okay? If I don't have time, I'm just lifting. Sorry, if I don't have time, I'm lifting. Tip down. If I don't have time, I'm lifting. Again, if I don't have time, I'm lifting. Tip down. If I do have time, I can start adding spin. If I do have time, I can add spin. All based on what time. If you have time, you can create. If you don't have time, tip down and just surrender. Okay? Okay? North, south, east, or west. We know? Anybody? North. Okay, very good. So, coaches, we'll go north side is going to be cross court first. North side is going to be cross court first. Cam, I swing cross. I'm going line. Take a look. People that are going line or south side, you're going to go tip down. Tip down. Keep things up in front of you. If you're having a hard time, keeping the ball in front of you, put that ball in your armpit. Tip down, hands are ready. Tip down. Come on, Cam, all day long. I don't miss. Go. It's a robot. I know. It's annoying. Okay?
And he talks.
And then we'll change roles. Changing roles. I'm gonna roll my forehand dink. I'm gonna slice my backhand dink. Okay, if you're going cross, you can add spin. If you're going line, go ahead and just go tip down. When I'm rolling my forehand dink, I'm thinking 10% at 3 o'clock, 10% at 6 o'clock, 10% at 3 o'clock, 10% at 6, 10% at 3.
That's the next drill.
So, drills are going to be, first drill is forehand to forehand. Try to get like 50 in a row. Forehand to forehand, and then we'll go back into backhand. Last drill is going to be north side is cross, south side is down line. Do not make up your rotations. Ask coaches. Let's have some fun.